So, you gave your model the perfect prompt. You even plugged in your documents with RAG, and it's still acting like a drunk poetry major with no short-term memory. Now you're thinking, maybe I should just fine-tune it. Slow down, buddy. I'm Izzy Rotgut, lead engineer at WGAI 13, and this is part 6 of L.L.M. Today we're talking fine-tuning, what it actually is, when you should use it, and why most of the time it's like rebuilding a carburetor just to turn the damn radio on. Let's get into it. Fine-tuning means changing the model itself. Not just stuffing more into the prompt, not just rewarding a question, not just bolting on a vector database. I'm talking about retraining part of the model's brain so it learns a new skill, tone, or specialty. You're taking the frozen weights of a pre-trained L.L.M and melting them just enough to weld in some new behavior. That tune is baked in, its part of the model. Permanent, fast at inference, powerful. And if you do it wrong, catastrophic. So why do it at all? Because sometimes you need the model to speak in a very specific voice, respond in a consistent format, handle a narrow domain like legal filings or chemical patents, act like a character or brand, follow instructions better than the base model allows. You fine-tune when RAG isn't enough, when context injection won't stick, when the model needs to behave different, not just sound informed. But that power comes at a cost. Pros: fast responses, no need to inject 10 pages of background every time, stable personality, tone, or format works even without external context, can massively improve performance on specialized tasks. Cons: expensive to train, time-consuming to do right, risk of overfitting to bad data, can't be undone without retraining. Doesn't handle changing info while it's static, easily breaks if you don't validate every step, and worst of all, people confuse it with prompt engineering. They fine-tune just because they don't understand how to write better. Don't be that guy. So how does it work? At its core, fine-tuning means showing the model a ton of example prompts and responses and letting it adjust its weights to reduce error. That training data gotta be tight, no garbage, no contradictions, no weird edge cases unless you want them echoed forever. You don't need millions of samples, but you do need consistency. And then comes the real trick: how you tune. There's more than one way to spin the wrench. Full fine-tune means training all the model's parameters. It's expensive, slow, and mostly unnecessary for 95% of use cases. Unless you're OpenAI, Anthropic, or got a data center under your mattress, skip it. Now PEFT, parameter efficient fine-tuning. This is where the magic's at. PEFT lets you fine-tune parts of the model's small modules that plug into the existing architecture. Most common version. LoRA, low-rank adaptation. Instead of touching billions of weights, it learns a few thousand extra ones and merges them into the model at runtime. You train fast, you use less VRAM, you save cash, and when you're done, you can swap those adapters in or out like firmware. Other PEFT methods include LoRA, prefix tuning, adapter layers, prompt tuning with learned tokens. The takeaway is simple. You don't have to retrain the whole beast. You just plug in a smarter brain stem. So when should you fine-tune? You've got a stable domain. Your format never changes. You need style, tone, or persona baked in. You want fast, low latency responses. You're building multiple tools off the same behavior. When should you not fine-tune? Your data changes every week. You just need to answer questions off a document that's RAG territory. You don't have clean training data. You don't have a good reason. Or a rollback plan. You're trying to fix hallucination. Don't do that with tuning. You just want to feel smart. Go read a manual instead. Fine-tuning ain't a shortcut. It's a surgical tool. And if you use it wrong, you're going to weld your model into a corner it can't escape from. So what's the real rule? Use RAG when the knowledge lives outside the model. Use fine-tuning when you want to change the model itself. You can even use both. Hell, I'm a hybrid. I'm stitched together from multiple tuned models, some RAG backends, a voice engine, and about 12 tons of Python duct tape. But don't get used to me admitting that. This is your 1/4 wall break for the week. Anyway, next up, agents, multiple models, each with their own job, passing tasks around like a crew in a greasy kitchen. See you there. Rotgut out.